Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, four-time NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion, fresh off a massive night as the New York Jets quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, from Cal, Aaron Rodgers.
Yay!
Did you see those F-18s, brother?
That was awesome.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that part of my check went to the jet fuel for that.
Okay, listen, Troy.
It's America.
We need that. Okay, sometimes people need to be reminded that we have that going on, and it's you think you know where your taxes are going? Yeah, right, brother. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know it. Yeah.
Let's not start that, huh?
Well,
BC?
Yeah, I was going to say, might as well dive in now. We're only a few days away.
Trade deadline.
Trade deadline Tuesday coming. NFL trade deadline Tuesday, November 5th coming up. Maybe the Jets will be in the market even more. Hassan Reddick comes in, has his best game. Devontae Adams obviously has his best game. You have your best game as a Jet. How do we feel after big night last night?
Best half. Yeah, let's forget the first half and just second half. Yeah, best half I've had. Yeah.
First half was crap. You said that on the Thursday Night Football thing. What happened at halftime? Why'd second half go so well for everybody?
Big halftime adjustments. You know, a lot of speeches, a lot of yelling, a lot of chest pounding. Guys were passing around the J.J. Watt video where he said that, we shouldn't be favored.
Oh, no.
All that. A lot of slander towards J.J. Yeah, a lot of
Really?
In that locker, in the Jets locker room, did that really fuel you guys?
My God.
In a second?
It started with Woody. Woody was holding it up above his head. There was like a Rocky montage song from Rocky 3, Survivor, was going on. It was a lot of.
Woody comes running in. Hey, did you hear what this son of a bitch Jade said? Is that what Woody comes in there saying? I'm Ambassador Johnson. Don't ever forget it's not Woody. I'm an ambassador, damn it. And did you hear what Jade said? Is that what happened?
That's basically what happened. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. That's awesome.
Something like that.
Why was the second half so much better, though? Just felt in rhythm. Felt like Murphy's Law in that first half. Anything that could go wrong did go wrong. You had a big run. It gets called back. There's a fumble.
That was second half, though. That was second half. The run was second half.
I paid attention, of course. But why did the first half go the way it went? And then why does the second half go the way it goes? Legitimately, though, is there a reason behind it or no?
Not really. I mean, we had 4 tackles and a center playing line. We had, Olu, big Penn State guy, obviously, getting his number retired tomorrow. Shout out to Olu. He was playing. He played left tackle in college. Was playing right guard. Max Mitchell played a lot of snaps for us over the last couple of years at tackle. Was playing left guard. Obviously, Tyron and Moses were playing. Simpson, John got hurt. AVT's been out. Jake Hansen, who was filling in for AVT, got hurt. So. I think those guys just settled down in the second half. We ran the ball pretty well. I thought Brees had a really good game running through some of the garbage and smoke, and we also opened up some good holes. And then at some point, you just kind of knew I wasn't going to suck for the entire game. I was going to make a couple throws. And then, 5, what can you say? He made 2 ridiculous catches, and Tay finished off the game there in the fourth.
Yeah, that was awesome to watch. Maybe the greatest catch of all time, they're saying. Did you know that a shin counts as another foot? Did you know that whenever it all went down?
I did. That's why you saw me put my hands up like touchdown. I was thinking right there. Well, that's not what I was saying to Sean there.
You're mad about the callback on the run, which was bullshit. It wasn't a hold. But on the sideline, you're the first one to put the hands up. I thought I heard you say in that nightcap on Amazon that you thought you saw his knee was in. You did know?
Well, that was the first. That was the first look. Was from the angle, the first angle they showed in the jumbotron. It looked like it was from the side, so that's more of a top view. The view that I saw first was from the side, and it looked like his knee was in all the way, and it wasn't even a question from the view we saw first. Now, when they slow-moed it, I was like shin, forearm, elbow. That's all, knee. That all counts. Body part. Devontae had like a butt cheek, get in against San Fran. Back in, what was it, 2020, I think it was. And I counted. So, there's certain body parts that count 2 feet. But unbelievable catch. Yeah, not every body part, but there's a few.
One butt cheek equals 2 feet, though?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wonder how they put that together.
So one cheek equals 2 feet. 1 shin equals 2 feet. A forearm equals 2 feet. But does it?
Nope. Correct.
Huh. They're gonna change.
Wow, that's crazy. What a stupid game. That's a crazy game.
Crazy. I don't know if you've. It reminds me of the SNL skit where the Revolutionary War one, where they're sitting around talking about different things. I know you guys have seen it. Football is played. They go through the different measurements and how many feet are in a mile and all these different. It's pretty damn funny. But you feel like that sometimes with our sports, like. Some of these rules, it's like, I don't know. I understand the intent of it, but is it really the best interpretation of, what's going on?
Go ahead, AJ.
Aaron, are you and D'Amico okay? I know there's. I'm sitting there watching. It's late, and all of a sudden, you guys just both kind of look at each other and say, like, we both hate each other, and you just keep walking. Mm-hmm. Is that what happened? Is that the case? I assumed it was.
Yeah, because he's friends with Salah, right?
Well, hold on. Run it back.
Right, no, it's coming up. It's coming up.
Kept talking to him.
Right here.
You followed him. You kept following him. He's like, no, I hate you. Sorry.
Wait up, man. Wait up.
Get away from me.
I was walking over to Jimmy there to grab my hat.
Right there.
Oh, right there.
See ya. Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
What a punk.
You mean?
You got punked.
I shook. He was the first person's hand that I shook.
That's why I'm asking.
Right there. Do you see that? It's right on the left side.
I don't think
slow-mo. Right there.
Did you hug him at least? You just gave him a basic handshake. You played against the guy. He was a great competitor.
I shook his hand and told him how much I respected him, and that I wished him good luck.
You got a lot in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Well, I started the conversation as right after he gave the handshake to Brick, I think. Okay, there. Oh, thank you. All right, we got it.
That's AI.
That's
AI.
That is it.
That's AI.
Oh, man, I see eye contact. I see gazing into each other's eyes.
We did the whole respect. You tap them on the chest, the respect thing.
Like your avatar. I feel you.
Yep.
Like that.
I
feel you.
Ewa, I see you.
I respect you. I see you. I respect you.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's good. Basically, yeah.
Can you tell me about the
internet
pepper water?
How many memes did I get last time? Did I get a few more good ones? No?
Couple decent ones.
You almost got hip dropped. You almost got hip dropped. Did you feel that? You almost got hip dropped tackle, but he didn't land on the back of your ankles.
I think that really would have injured me if he hip dropped me. So I don't know who that was. If that was Danico or if it was my old buddy Barnett or somebody else, but thank you for not finishing that tackle.
That was very kind of you for not breaking my ankle on primetime football. Because afterwards, Kirk and Al's big conversation was like, with the Achilles, you're always going to wonder. Then you break free and you're, going crazy and celebrating. It was nice to see. You were back on your bullshit. How about the no-looker to Garrett, the one-handed? That was a no-looker. Am I reading that right from the back angle? Wasn't talked about.
Oh, I don't know if it was a no-looker. I was looking at Tay. Tay was running out and up there. And no-looker, is not necessary when this is a man route. No-lookers, usually when it's zone. I was just finding a spot there. I was just kind of peeking where it was at. So I wouldn't say that was a no-looker at all. That was a pretty damn good catch there. I didn't even see it. It's one of those things where you get hit and you fall down. And when I threw the ball, I thought there was tight coverage, so I didn't know what was going on. Then I heard the crowd scream, and all I could see was him holding the ball up. I said, how the hell did he catch that one?
Yeah. Phenomenal.
But yeah, that was an important second half for us. There's not always any crazy magic words at halftime, but the most important thing is the belief. Do you actually believe that you can turn things around at halftime? And Morgan Moses, who's been a great leader for us, just not only like an absolute warrior, what he's played with, his knee this season, but he's like one of those real dudes that you have in the locker room that you can always count on, like say the right thing at the right time and not overdo it, kind of impeccable timing, but also like just the right words from a real dude, not like a dude who sometimes is, the rah-rah guy when it's, a primetime game or sometimes, overspeaks. We all know teammates like that we've had in the past. Morgan's a real dude, and he just said some stuff. But from the start, I would say when you juxtapose that from when we were ahead against what was it, Buffalo, Pittsburgh. We were ahead at halftime against Pittsburgh, and the locker room was not a lot of belief for whatever reason.
What do you mean, quiet? Like, what do you mean? How can you tell?
It's just kind of like when everybody's in their own groups and there's nobody kind of talking to each other. So receivers are over there, lines over there, quarterbacks over there, running backs over there. And so we kind of made a point to say, hey, let's never do that shit again. And so we basically were sitting in a tight circle, and there was some guys standing around. We were just talking through. I was talking through with the line about, hey, what runs you like? I was talking receivers about run solution, about certain coverages that we saw. Talked to the line about, and the tight ends about some protection adjustments if we get a certain type of front and pressure again. And everybody's kind of communicating, and then Todd brought it up and said some things, and then Morgan kind of finished the whole thing off and had a good message, and we just went out and executed and scored, really on our – we only had 3 drives, I feel like. I mean, not counting the kneel down, we had 3 drives, we scored 3 times. So.
Yep.
Yeah, right out of halftime, you guys looked awesome. It was, because the first half, I know you played bad, but boy, that was terrible football to watch, brother, and, some of us, a little baby girl, we did Halloween, daily jobs, like sometimes we fall asleep during these primetime games. But the game, because of all the comedy of errors that were taking place, it was like almost must watch. Then you come out at halftime and it just felt like different. So shout out to Morgan Moses having that speech and the way you guys handled and operated in the locker room. And I think it was reported maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, Davante spoke after a game. And yesterday, last night you guys seemingly were back on your bullshit. Obviously, he's shaking people to the ground, breaking ankles on get-offs. But there was a moment on 4th down where you just look at him and basically do the kill him sign that Kings used to do to gladiators back in the day with the thumbs down. And it's like, this is exactly what Jets fans were hoping for whenever Davante gets traded. It's exactly what football fans were hoping to see again. You're too magic. Could you feel it last night? And when you give a thumbs down, what is that? Just Davante kill this guy? Yeah. No matter what we're doing?
What is that?
It means just do whatever you want over there.
Okay.
Just take whatever release you want and get open. But listen, Tay's been playing Z, and his whole career he's been in the X. So there's been a little bit of some adjustment with that. He's so dynamic on the line of scrimmage with his releases. That's why he's such a tough cover at the X. But when you look at the last touchdown we had, that's an interesting look at the stress we put on defenses, because if you freeze it, you probably can't, but freeze it there. Okay, don't freeze it. Backside, we got Garrett on the bottom here. He's running a double move. He's running a slant and go. Conk right there in the middle. He's got a safety on him. I mean, Conk's a real good player. He's running a middle read. You got Davante on their nickel, number 5, and then you got Mike Williams, who's been a 1A receiver most of his career at the top, running one-on-one route. So what do you do as a safety? Who do you cloud? You look down at the bottom, you can see the G's got a little bit of space already over here on, I think that was on Lassiter. And so you can't just like shade the field. So if he shades the boundary or doesn't get off the hash at all, I got Davante on, their safety nickel there, and that's just a good matchup for us. So love the freedom of the call that Todd talked about. A funny story about that is actually we came over and called timeout before the play. There we go. There we go.
Cameraman. Yes, cameraman.
Woo!
Let's go, cameraman.
Yeah. These are good Jets stories, Dorn. And Jets flyer. I mean, we're talking Jets. That was insane. That might have been 1,000 feet in the sky right there. I mean, I felt like I could jump up and grab their exhaust.
They're down.
I could jump up and grab them. These boys are
$2 million.
Or like
$2 million. $2 million.
Probably more. Yeah.
At least.
They came from California, by the way.
For your protection. Yeah.
You better thank them, Aaron. You better thank them.
Pennsylvania, pretty big state coming up on NFL trade deadline day.
Yep.
Pretty big state.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pretty good story there.
Trade deadline day. Yep. So anyway, he came over the sideline, and Todd said, "Hey, I like this toss crack play." And I said, "Okay, cool." He said, "What passes do you like?" I said, "Well, maybe this one, maybe that one." And we came to the double move with taking the slot play, and that was kind of the last thing we said. And I said, "Yeah, let's run it." So I jogged back out there, and he thought I meant let's run the football, so that he calls in the run, actually, the toss crack. And I look over him, and there's still about 25 seconds coming out of the break. You can see there's a clock on there. I said, no, hold on. No. I didn't mean like let's run the ball. I meant like let's run that last play you said, with G on the double move and Tay in the slot. And so we had a good laugh about that. And obviously, it takes a lot there. We didn't actually pick up the pressure very well on that one, but we held on just enough for me to get the ball out. And that was fun to be able to win for Jeff, because we love him so much. He's done such a great job in these few weeks, and we've lost, some disappointing games. But to see him get the game ball after the game was pretty cool, and just to get that win and infuse just at least a little bit of hope in our fan base and just a little confidence in our players is important. And all over the jumbotron, man. Fireman Ed was
finally.
That's why you won.
Yeah.
About time.
That's the only reason you guys won.
I knew there was
not
something.
a coincidence. Not a coincidence.
Yeah, I knew there was something, and he does just make no arm movements. I wanted to check because all week I've been doing it, and I didn't. I just throw my arms. I'm like, I think that's actually how he does it. Last night, he's next to Jetman, Scott, Nick, and Fireman Ed, obviously all in there leading the charade. But he just kind of throws the arms, and everybody knows what to do. How were the vibes last night? At the beginning, we're selling the team. Everybody's saying sell the team, sell the team. At the end, we got cayenne pepper chants happening. Feels like Jets fans all the way back. Aaron, could you feel it in the stadium?
I think that's a perfect character arc for Jets fans, and that's why we love them. Sell the team, booing in the first half, and going nuts, chanting various people's names, and in the post game, cayenne pepper in the end. They've been tortured fan base. I didn't realize Tommy was going to post this one. I thought he said this was just for, he was going to send a pic to his wife. He said, "Hey, we're send this to Daphne." That's a nickname for his wife.
And everybody else.
Okay, cool. And then he fucking posted. But I feel like I look kind of jock.
Hair looks good too.
Would you have taken your shirt off or flexed or something if you knew this was out for the public?
I would have done the old John Kuhn special. I got one of those green stretchy bands and done a bunch of curls right before. Wake them up.
And jam a towel.
Yeah, that's
too. Yeah.
That's classic professional wrestling. There.
Excuse me. What'd you say, AJ?
AJ. Sometimes you would jam a towel down there. Sometimes just to say, hey, it's a big joke.
You're stuffing your pants, Dahn? You're stuffing your pants.
I didn't wear a cup today, guys. It's all natural.
Michaels.
Yeah.
I think that was, he jokes about it. I think that might have been Spanx.
He probably still does it too, working concrete.
Spanx stuffing his pants?
Yeah, most likely. Out there in North
I think that's what saved him after the motorcycle wreck. Was he had some little extra cushioning down there.
His pogo sticking on a bottle down his pants. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Aaron, when you stuff your pants, is it a towel? Is it a bottle? What is it?
Or both?
Yeah, just whatever you can get down there.
Well, some of us don't have a lot of room, Dahn.
Just don't want to do any gerbils, no gerbs.
Well, let me work.
Okay, Ty has a question for you, Aaron. Awesome.
Yeah, Aaron, you've mentioned several times to us, hey, all it takes is one, and you've had multiple moments in your career where that's the case. Post game in the locker room, did it kind of feel like that this might have been the one? And even though you guys obviously still have a ways to go, that this was kind of the one that took the top off the bucket, and there's places you can improve, but did that feel like the one that you really needed?
I hope so. I really do. But we hadn't played a game complimentary on all three sides, and I know it said 21 on the scoreboard, but it was really 28-point game on offense. Are those Jets going again?
No way.
We got $2 more million out the door.
No. You need these are practice, brother.
Yeah, practice.
You know what's going on in the world right now? Okay, it's practice. We would like our FA teams to be very agile. We'd like them to be very confident. We'd like them to have reps, so when they get tossed in there with the world's greats, they can obviously beat shit out.
Are they chasing after some UAPs out there or what?
Whoa.
Maybe.
They better be.
Is that real?
We don't know.
As if they
You've
could
seen that
catch
before,
them.
haven't you?
Seen any more of that?
You've seen that?
Let me answer the question for Ty, because it's such a good question. And
it's an orange ball, right? Then you saw 8 of them chasing it, and I think I heard. Anyways.
Yeah. You saluted?
No, I don't remember that. I'm not sure.
16 million chasing that, if you do your math?
At least.
Back then it was more.
It might have
Think they
been.
ever caught him? You think they ever caught him? I doubt it. Those things are so fast. They seemingly are so fast, those UAPs,
Agile.
UFOs.
They can vanish.
So
They go to the
they
ocean.
have no.
No.
They can go anywhere.
Okay, what are we doing? We lost. Did you go by
Ty, do you have a que-
Answer
the?
either one.
Hey, have you gone by the Joe Paterno statue yet?
All right, I have not. I have not seen it. One on campus. I did go to the bookstore. 2 stories. They got no AQ Shipley jerseys in there. Bummed out.
messed up.
Bummed out. Very bummed out, I would say. But yeah, I haven't seen this afternoon. I plan on looking around, Aaron. I plan on looking. Ty, what you said? One play, one game. It kind of changes everything. Is that one?
Took the top off.
One catch of a UAP that changes everything. Do you? Jets, did you guys catch the UAP last night? Are you guys off and running now? Is that what we need to expect here?
No, I think we need to put everything in perspective. We won 1 game against a 6-2 team, but we got off the schneid. That's the most important thing. And now we get a little break, but we got to get healthy. We got a long trip to Arizona. If you look at the NFC West right now, I believe all 4 teams are 4-4. Is that right, Ty?
Yeah, I believe
Don't
so. Or,
fact check me.
One's 3 and 4,
Rams,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
but they're all right there. Yeah.
What does it say? I can't see it.
All of them but the
4-4.
Rams.
Rams are 3-5.
3 and 4.
3-4. Okay, so they're basically tied. So they're a division leader. Then after that one, we got Indy at home on a Sunday night, and then we got a bye week. So these are 2 real important ones going on the bye week. Obviously, starting in Arizona, we got to get healthy. They play, I believe, Chicago this weekend. So
Correct.
we'll be checking that one out as we, obviously tune into Mr. Hansen there and Red Zone. Is there anything better than that on a Sunday when you've got a weekend off?
Do you have the sound on? Do you have volume on for that or no?
Every now and then, there's definitely some, crews that I would, especially more in the past, that I would, if they were watching, if they were doing a game, I would never have the sound on. But Scotty's great. Like I love his interjections and, but yeah, so I usually have the sound on if I'm watching Red Zone Channel.
You think he does the AJ Hawk pee in a bottle, or how do you think he operates?
I think he's got a catheter in there nonstop.
Full-time captain.
He would commit.
efficient.
He would commit. Yeah, he's Scott Hansen. You'd think he would go
think he
all
puts-
I mean,
Himself?
that dude's a stud. Wasn't he like a Army Ranger or something too?
I believe Delta Force.
Yeah. I
What?
think he
Are we
probably-
serious
he
right now?
probably-
It's like
I heard
He
Delta.
puts it in him. He probably puts that one in himself, and then I'm not sure about the other side, but he probably keisters something to keep
can
him
hold a dump for
keep him
6
clean.
hours.
Keep
He
him-
just smushes it.
Yeah.
There's not
all
a.
right, Tone.
Keeps it
Tone,
in
you
there.
got a question for?
Yeah, I do. Aaron, I brought it up yesterday. I said, "There's no
Hey,
way."
John.
Hey, buddy, how are you? There's no way Aaron's gonna lose on Halloween. The guy loves Halloween. Now, you guys got out there a little bit late last night, so I assume there wasn't a party last night. Are you guys still celebrating? Are you having a party this year? Are you keeping your distance? What's going on?
Huge rager tonight.
Yes.
Humongous.
Oh yeah.
Look out.
We like that.
Where?
Hey,
like that.
invite only cash bar.
Oh,
That away.
smart,
Hold him
smart,
accountable.
smart.
Yeah.
Smart. $700 drinks. Are you
Got to make some
celebrating?
of his money back.
Are you actually
Yeah.
doing it? Are you really doing this?
Got to make some of his money back from when I got fined from a few years ago on Halloween.
Well, that's because you didn't,
Hey,
want a
move it
Halloween?
on. Here we go. Move along. Here we go.
Trade deadline day coming up on Tuesday, November 5th. Let's make sure we get all in there. But are you going to celebrate Halloween? Because they brought up a couple of your Nick Cage in the, what was that last night
Yeah.
they brought up? You obviously go all in. John Wick, we've seen.
John Wick.
Yeah.
One of my favorites was Steve Zissou from The Life Aquatic.
Classic.
Classic for sure. I decided to dress up like a good football player just for the second half last night.
Happy Halloween!
Nice.
Just one half. That's it.
So we're done with Halloween. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's November 1st, bro. You know what November 1st is, right?
All
Christmas.
Saints Day.
All Saints
Thanksgiving.
Day.
Happy
Yeah.
All Saints
Now
Day.
it gets fun. Now Now Thanksgiving's coming up. The December 2nd holiday, Christmas, good
That'd
times.
be your birthday, the December 2nd holiday you're claiming?
No,
January 6th.
The
Wow, what about that?
It's actually Eric Bakhtiari's 40th birthday. So
Happy birthday, Eric.
Happy
birthday,
yeah,
Ebop.
Ebop coming up. Yeah,
I learned
Yeah.
coming up or today.
hey, all natural too. I'm sure he's still all natural.
I've heard about that Bakhtiari family lineage. I mean,
Carl.
they used to really get down. They used to the
Andrew,
Bakhtiaris 100 years
Yeah.
ago or whatever. They weren't playing any games. David, is he playing? What are we doing with that? Is he?
Yeah, what's his
Is he
plan?
retired?
You know, Dave is.
You should sign him.
He's let himself go over the years, but it's become kind of his body type, and he's embraced the dad bod completely. I think he's
Ready to play
probably
guard.
getting. I think yeah, ready to play guard. I don't think he play guard. I think he could probably play. I'm not sure. I saw him down in Tennessee when we played him, and he looked
Really?
fat, but he looked good.
Okay,
Come on now.
okay, not bad. Not bad.
But that's his body now.
Bakhtiari.
That's his body.
As long as he's not skinny.
That's his body now. You know, he's got the bull rush belly. You need that belly to survive the bull rush. So I think he's. I hope he gets a chance. You know, he can obviously, if he's healthy, still be an elite player. I think so. Hopefully, he'll get a chance.
Yeah, maybe move him down the nose too. He's super athletic. You know what I mean? If he can maybe flip sides, if he's got this big old gut on him, two gapping, not a bad idea down the stretch here. Run game is going to be very important in December football.
Yeah, well, he didn't compete for the ball when I threw him a pass, so he's definitely not playing any skill position.
Connor has a question for you, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
Hey, all right, Connor.
Good
Hi,
to
buddy.
see you. Good to see you guys back on the winning train. Obviously, last night, tough play in the first half with Malachi Corley and, first touchdown almost, and you were actually in the end zone kind of celebrating with him after. Did you have a conversation with him, on the sideline? Because obviously, rookie, probably a tough little situation for him, and then you ended up coming back to him in the third quarter, I think on that first drive, which was awesome to see. So did you talk to him at all? And also, with Tuesday coming up, who are you voting for?
All right.
Valid.
All right.
Just
first of
curious.
all-
I saw somebody say you're going to write in yourself. Something to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know about coming back to Malachi. I don't think did I throw him a pass? I feel
I
like
thought in the third you did, but I might be wrong.
I think you're wrong on that one. But listen, the interesting thing is you never know what you're going to see in a game. Now, I will say we always get a little around the league analytics conversation, time management, clock management, things to do and not to do every week presentation from our guy Smash, and he showed the Kyle Pitts play, which I believe was that last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's definitely on his radar. Great play call, great execution. Only thing I'd just say to Malachi, and I said this to him on the sidelines, I said, why would you ever even drop the ball? That's your first touchdown. You celebrate with that thing, you run to the sideline with that thing, and you hand that thing to Jimmy or Gus or Vito and say, I want this back. I'm just giving this to you right now, but this is mine. That was his first touchdown. But listen, he was excited. It's a play that happened. It sucks. It's disappointing. Nobody feels worse than he does. But, it's kind of a crazy thing. I was getting made fun of because I was telling Tay and Garrett, I said, you guys both scored touchdowns and you're holding the damn ball up before you get in the end zone. I said, I guess I'm an old school guy, but can we just run through the middle of the letters
No, don't be
please?
an old white. You don't want to be an old white right now. That is.
Can we just?
Guess we know how Tuesday is going to go.
You're not exactly. Shut up, BC. Not exactly setting a great example for these guys holding that damn ball up. But yeah, I will say that I am a recently proud New Jersey. What is it? New Jerseyite?
New Jerseyite.
New Jersey?
There's some
New Jersey.
words.
New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Doubt it.
And I did, in the process of getting a new license to drive a motor vehicle, I also registered to vote. So
I thank you.
Good work.
Thank you for doing that.
Work.
They're about to fly over these F-18s for that to celebrate that.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
2 million more. There we go.
No, they
Worth
got
it.
going actually.
2 million. We're not sending Ukraine, so that's fine.
Okay, so once again, we learned your answer.
We already. No, I'm just saying. We already sent them a bunch of billions. So
Bunch. We helped out. You know, we're helping out. What North Carolina just got 24.3 million.
Hell yeah.
Did
from
they
a country
really?
concert.
Million
From a
or
country
billion?
concert.
billion
No,
or million?
From a country.
Million.
From the country
At the end of the night,
conference.
they're going, long neck, ice cold beer, never broke my heart. That's what they sang at the end. At 24.3 million was there. I think probably could be more. Hawaii. There's a lot of questions, obviously, but Aaron, what do you got for the rest of the weekend, pal? Obviously, Sunday we're watching Red Zone with Scott Hansen, and what do we got today? Body recovery. How's the body feel?
Body feels pretty good.
You're moving
The
more.
only thing-
You moved more than ever. Sorry to cut you off, but you seemed like you were moving more than ever last night.
Truck stick.
Can we get a video? Boys in the back of my run, please, just so I can
Yes. Let's run it a few
feel
times.
good about my limited.
Gotta find it.
And real quick, Glory Day.
I'm not going to do much.
Glory Day.
Not going to do much. Probably just pound some drinks.
What?
A lot of
Right.
drinks. Yeah, water and
Right.
and raw coconut water, and
Hell yeah.
Still.
enjoy myself. But I might venture out to the city one of these nights. But I'll be relaxing, taking care of my body, and getting ready to hopefully feel 100% for next week, because I haven't really been 100% since week 4. So it'd be nice to a little bit better.
So, when you did a cayenne pepper, is it a shot?
Yeah, how much?
Are we? Is it how much? What's the ratio? Because the Thomas's secret stuff there, he said in short-term pain, it's long-term. It's great for your health as well. And I love Thomas Morstead. He's been very jocked for a long time. He has transformed his body into what it is. He's very focused on. I think he goes and trains at altitude during the off season so he can get the most out of his body. He wants to punt for like 30 years. This guy got drafted same year as me. He taught me how to punt. I love him. But what is the ratio for the cayenne pepper? And if I drink that, am I doing this at the age of 40 last night? Aaron Rodgers on a 3rd and 9 in the fourth quarter, down 3. Need a play, old man.
Almost scored.
You look great, brother. Jacked up.
Yeah.
Is that the cayenne pepper water? And how do we feel?
Yeah, I don't know how much percentage I can give credit to the cayenne pepper, but Thomas wants me to go 100% just because he really wants all the credit with this. Although he said he heard it from a woman that lives in Australia who's considered a kook. So I said, all right on my alley.
I'm sure you have her number in your phone.
I didn't. I never heard of her. But that play reminded me of a little different. But
Saquon.
I got to rip Corey Linsley, which is always fun to do because he's the ultimate troll and has literally spent most of his career and life and every single time we're together trolling me or Brian Balaga. And one of my greatest plays, see if we can cue this one up, was against Chicago when I made like 4 guys miss in the pocket and got absolutely drilled, taking my legs taken out, threw some wobbly duck over somebody's head to Devontae for a touchdown, and Corey decided he was going to hold on that play. I believe it was 2014. This was the best run I've had in a while. Like, I had a couple pedestrian runs against New England. I kind of ran 6 yards and slid. Then I had this weird, awkward fall out of bounds. And that was actually semi-athletic last night. There was a timely kind of pump fake, and then I cut back and didn't slide, But I got fallen on. I think it was Daniil that kind of fell on me. And the old sternum's a little sore this morning, but it was all worth it, or would have been had Olu not held. But again, shout out to Olu getting his number retired. That's quite a big deal, especially 4 months after playing 20 years here, no retirement from Cal or Butte College for that matter. So 21 years since 22.
Why is
Butte. But shout out to Olu getting his number retired. Pretty amazing.
I think I learned last night Tony Gonzalez got his number retired while he was still in high school. I think I learned that last night while you guys were talking about it.
Well, he was 21 in high school. I think that was what they left out.
How's that work?
I think he just redshirted a few grades.
Routing kids up everywhere.
Connor did that.
Yeah.
Connor had a 5-year high school plan, did junior year twice.
Yeah, there's ways to do it. It's fun. It's a good time.
How'd you do it? Which year did you repeat?
Junior year's tough for a lot of people, and there are some papers that I
It is.
there's some papers that I couldn't finish. And it took me a couple years.
So you just needed some practice for the SAT and the PSAT and all that.
Oh yeah, and it didn't help, brother. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, but it got you to here. And Connor, you're crushing it. Obviously, yesterday as the Riz, you captivated a nation. We have the play. We have it against the Chicago Bears. I think Jayden Daniels actually tweeted about this game, I think, at one point in his life. Is that the case? Is what I'm hearing, Zito?
Are we going to zero in on Corey Linsley and his hold right here?
Oh.
There's a different angle.
Woo. Yeah, different angle.
Yeah, I got absolutely smoked, and here we go.
63.
Corey said he just ragdolled him.
Yeah, he
that
did.
wasn't holding.
That's not holding.
But I made a lot of people miss, got taken out, and then somehow threw a touchdown.
Oh
and
my
then
God! That had to feel so cool for a second before seeing the flag.
Yeah, no one give a shit about it now because it's a no play.
Roughing the
Just
passer.
That is.
Yeah, thanks, Corey.
Oh my. All right,
but shout out to Corey. Shout out to Corey. We'll give Corey something, as opposed to what I prognosticate and foresee for David Bakhtiari's future post football. Corey has lost a lot of weight, whether it's Ozempic related or not. Corey looks really good. He looks lean. He weighs in the 230 range, I believe. Yeah. Where I'm assuming that Dave will be closer to 430 than 230 when he's done playing.
Good.
You guys have the meanest. They have the meanest relationship ever. Those two, by the way.
Shout out Corey. This is not about Dave. It's about Corey. Shout out Corey. Right?
Yeah. Well, keep it up, man. 34.
Hey, and Corey forever. You'll hate this, Pat, but Corey forever. Ripping on West Coast elites and the West Coast and blah 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 blah. Talking about the Mideast and how awesome Ohio and Pittsburgh are. And I always said, just wait. Now, what does he do? He goes out and plays for the San Diego /LA Chargers. And now, where is Corey Linsley living full time?
Oh, you got a taste of it, you're saying.
By you.
Wow. SoCal. Wow. He went to Erewhon and couldn't leave, man. Just
He's a California
right
guy. California kid. I didn't know that about Corey. He's a California guy. That's good.
Yeah.
Did he lose his dog? No, I bet you he did. He's still a dog, right? Corey's still a dog, even though he lives in Cali?
Yeah.
Some people in the Midwest and Pittsburgh think Cali kids can't have any dog in them. You've obviously changed that, debunked that theory.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, Corey he's kind of forgotten his roots. He was a Youngstown guy, raised, around the mafia and the steel mills, and now he's a West Coast wearing Birkenstock,
sure,
and cut off shirts, showing off his belly button. It's it's whatever. It's working. He's got 4 kids now. He's doing great.
Rap for you, Corey. Way to find yourself.
How about Corey?
Glad you found yourself.
That's what it's all about. We'll continue this show on YouTube and ESPN Plus and TikTok. We'll make our picks, and we're back for Overreaction Monday. That's Aaron Rodgers. The Jets are hot. That's AJ Hawk. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you at game day tomorrow. Nailed it, I think. I nailed it.
You got it. We're still on there.
All right, so now we can say whatever we're doing.
No, we're still live.
Yeah. Tell us now.
We're still live.
Tell us what are you going to say.
No, we're still live.
Are there any other statues you're going to visit over there?
Okay, all right. I don't know how many they've built or taken down. I'm not 100% sure about all the facts and stats of this place, but I will say this stadium's big, man. They're got 111,000. That's crazy, the college shit.
Massive.
Like Texas A&M had 108,000, was the third largest. I think Michigan, 110,000. How many of you guys have at the Horseshoe over there in Ohio State?
108, 110, yeah.
That's so many people, Aaron. So many people.
What happened when Ohio State went out and visited the former Conference of Champions school out in Eugene? It didn't end well, did it?
Whoa.
They got beat, but you didn't go to Oregon either. So
Conference of Champions, though. Shout out Bill Walton. Shout out Bill Walton, R.I.P. Thanks for my life, Bill. I love you.
Rest in peace, Bill.
Good times. R.I.P. Bill. We love you. Age, you know what? You're doing a lot more talking on this. There's going to be people real confused who usually tune in. They're like, man, who's that other guy who didn't say anything now? And now he's behind a desk. Now he says a lot of stuff. So, here's to you, man. Good job.
Here's to you.
Job.
That's how I know. Hey, that's how I know, like, if somebody watches the show or not. You know, like that's how I. That's if I see that, I'm like, this person doesn't actually watch the show. They just see some clips or whatever, because they would know that the guy that dressed up like John Wayne Gacy, he's trying to do that with every comment he makes in this particular.
Chuck Berry,
That's how.
Can I just?
Yeah,
I want
exactly.
to. I just want to clear up one comment that I made, because there is a large Ukrainian flag that flies at one Jets drive. I don't have a problem with Ukraine at all. I just think that there's a lot of problems in the United States that $180 billion could maybe help instead of fighting a proxy war. That's my only.
Well said.
Yeah, just
Hey.
to tie that one up.
Smart to circle
Like
back.
like natural disasters, and there's FEMA is confiscating bottles of water and food supplies from people trying to help. Like, maybe let's help those people out. Obviously, FEMA doesn't have the best record if you go back to 2005 and Katrina.
Okay.
But I think there's a lot of problems in the States and people hurting that, could use more than, I don't know, would they just give out $600, $700? Come on, what are we doing?
750. And also, you go back to Hawaii. See what happened there with
Hawaii, exactly. Hawaii.
Yeah. We all agree.
Yeah.
I think everybody with a sane mind agrees. Understand that the United States of America have to look out for people and everything like that, but we got to look out for our people too whenever shit happens. And I think, I think even though during these trade deadline times, NFL trade deadline, November 5th, Tuesday, trade early, trade often. Anytime in these times, it seems like feels like common sense is becoming more. I think we're all kind of coming closer together. I hope. And I don't think Tuesday will display that, but I think hopefully going forward we have that happening.
Like
if you don't know what to do on trade deadline, you should just ask your favorite celebrity and get them to inform you, because that's really important.
My favorite is when the celebrity says, "I'm moving if this doesn't happen." Okay, all right.
Yep.
Where are you headed? Canada?
My favorite is when the celebrity is bought and paid for by China. But anyway,
All right,
guys,
ladies and
you have a great day.
Panda.
Good to see you, buddy.
You guys have a great day.
What? Who's he talking
Just
about?
one last one. One last one. He said, I don't know. I'll look it up. We'll do our own research. Everybody should, which I think is what he was saying. Which I think
AJ can't even
is what
ask
he
his
said.
favorite celebrity because P. Diddy's in jail.
Well, let's get to a break.